And now it's time for
Coffee Talk.
Thanks to EFB, Ashley, and Bobby G. Get to spill the tea today.
I was just waiting for that.
Hey, well, thank you for joining in on the Coffee Talk portion. So I feel like, obviously, we should address the elephant in the room, which is Brittany being gone.
It's harsh you called her an elephant.
Shut
I mean, I know she went to Mexico, but I don't think she didn't put on that much weight.
It wasn't Mexico, but
wherever she went
did go somewhere. Still, she's back, but she's unfortunately not feeling well. So we wish her well, but today we still have a lot of things to talk about.
Yep.
So you are sitting in graciously.
Glad to do it.
Yeah, I'm happy you're here. So the coffee talk that we had before she went on vacation, we talked about Footloose vouchers to be given away for Quincy Community Theatre.
Yes.
How many are there? Do you know?
How many how many contestants?
Well, I know we have
entered.
We have a lot of comments.
Yeah, like 600.
600, which awesome, guys. Thank you for the engagement.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That just goes to show you how much people enjoy Footloose.
And Muddy River.
And Muddy River and Quincy Community Theatre. It's a win-win-win, if you will. And I just saw today that they're extending, they're adding more performances.
Yeah.
Good for them.
That's awesome.
That is so cool. But I was asking how many vouchers we have to give away. Do you know? Is it 2?
I think it's 2. I'm
okay.
not sure. We'll find out.
Well, forgive us, but anyway, after you win, hopefully, right? You can contact us at Muddy River News. Come on in, visit us, email us, comment on the post, and we will get your vouchers to you, and we'll let you know how that is going to work. But first, we got to pick a winner.
Listen to that. Listen to all that.
That's
all
my
that
drum
engagement.
roll.
Okay. Sherry Robeski.
Sherry Robeski.
Sherry Robeski is our winner.
Well, congratulations.
So we will get a hold of Sherry, and I'll do that. I know how to get a hold of Sherry.
All
so
right,
we can do that, and I'll make sure she gets her vouchers, and we'll find out how many she gets and everything. So congratulations. She may or may not take her husband. I don't know.
Well, if he's lucky. If he's behaving, we'll say right. Anyway, enjoy Footloose. It is no doubt going to be an amazing show. Quincy Community Theatre always puts on a great show.
They do.
Who else always puts on a great show, Bob?
Us.
Duh. That's a no-brainer. Also, Quincy City Council.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you look at these agendas and it's like, okay, that should be a quick, 25, 30-minute meeting. And it never lasts that way. And, Michelle, a veteran journalist, does a great job. And she ferreted out 5 stories out of last night's meeting.
Wow.
The one that I thought was really interesting, and we're going to talk to, we talked about it yesterday on Minutes with the Mayor, is the fact that the mayor was just asking people to be nice when they reached out to city employees for issues with city government.
Yeah.
Government is the servant of the people, and yes, they should be responsive to your pleas or, hey, I got this wrong, can you help? That's what they're there for. They're there to serve the people.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you get to be a jerk.
No, it doesn't. And I don't know when this all shifted. Yes, I do, social media. But
well, yeah.
It is all couth went out the window because we can say what's on our mind without having to back it up.
Well, I think all couth also went out the window when we have a commander-in-chief who does what he does and says what he says.
Well, we can't blame it on that.
Yeah, you have a lot of people who look at him and say, well, the president can do it, I can do it.
So you're telling me that this wasn't like this when Biden or previous administrators
social media has progressively gotten worse.
So then let's not pin it on...
I'm not pinning it. I'm saying it's been amped up.
Okay.
Because everybody out there on Facebook now thinks they're Timu Trump and can get on and say whatever they want to say.
Can I give you another, maybe another
I'm not saying there's many directions to this. Yes, I'm open to that.
There are a lot of things happening. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying that it doesn't play a part. I also know that there is a tactic out there. There's a strategy out there to divide. So who gets all of the attention? The people who are being hateful, the people who are being divisive. The algorithm knows who to focus on. They give those people this, a higher platform, if you will, because they know that they're going to create the engagement. And that goes for even people around here who seem to be squeaky wheels.
And the left is outraged over, I mean, again, the president can't take a breath without the left screaming about it. I'm not saying...
It's both.
It's both, but it's also the right. But the left and the right both do it.
But it's again, getting attention via the algorithm, via social media, trying to divide us in a way that is permanent.
Yeah, but again, I think you're right. Social media just allows people the freedom, and there are a lot of factors that have led up to this. Our political discourse has gradually gotten worse over the years, and I'm just saying the last few years it's just seemed to have, and again, also with that and the rise of social media and everything else. So
lots of factors.
Lots of ingredients in that soup.
But that doesn't mean that we can't. So maybe we are hearing more from squeaky wheels because they are getting the attention they shouldn't get. But that doesn't mean that it's something we need to follow, right?
No.
That's something that we should follow because tact, having scruples, showing couth, it's something that's going to eventually make you stand out above the rest.
And, a lot of people made a big deal that the city doesn't allow comments on their Facebook page anymore. Government entities cannot delete or hide comments. If somebody puts something out there, if a government entity runs a website, runs a social media page, they have to let everybody have their say. So it's either all or nothing.
Right.
Now, us, Muddy River News, since we are a private business, we can have comments, but also when people act up, we can also ban them. And we have done a lot more of that lately. I don't like to do it, but I'm just not going to let people get on there and just slander, libel, whatever.
Physically
threaten.
Yeah.
And it just, and people, the funny thing is people think they can't see, if they get on somebody else's Facebook page and complain about us, we can still see that too.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of funny. But again, I think if just take the temperature down a little bit. You can have outrage, but you don't have to just express the outrage in such a way where somebody feels physically threatened about it.
I mean, okay, and I'm not trying to be unsympathetic, but what in Quincy, Illinois is there to be outraged about?
Right.
I mean, outrage is a very strong term. Which I'm not saying that no one has it, because there are, instances where outrage does happen.
Yeah,
but
people are outraged that their taxes consistently go up at this rate.
I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I'm not out there threatening people's lives or pinning it on one person or one. I mean, there's just, I don't know.
There's a lot of factors.
There are a lot of factors. It boils down to the golden rule. I don't know when that went out the window, but for those of you who don't know what that is, it's do unto others as you would have done unto you, which basically don't say something to someone that you wouldn't want said to you or your kids.
Yeah.
Because I think if it helps you to put yourself in a position where, would I want someone speaking to me, my kids, my family like this? If not, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
There are people who also, I've seen them say that, well, I've tried being civil and it doesn't work, so I guess I just have to be a jerk about it. No, I don't believe that at all. Again, like you said, if I'm a squeaky wheel, people will pay attention to me. And in some cases, sadly, that is true.
Yeah.
And I wish that that would not be the case. But again, when you're going to complain, there's nothing wrong with complaining. I mean, again, government far from perfect. And they do a lot of things great. They do a lot of things not so well.
Yeah.
And if you have a problem with them, go to a city council meeting and speak your mind in a clear and concise and calm fashion. Or, again, talk to your alderman in in a non-threatening way. Now, if you've asked the alderman to do something 5 times and they haven't responded, try another avenue. But that doesn't mean you get to call your alderman and berate them.
Well, I mean, or put it online, because one of the things that I see all the time is, people going out to these like big community groups or maybe even on our page and, complaining about service they receive from X, Y, or Z. It's like, well, have you called them to try to let them make it right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I've seen a couple of things even on I think one was even Neiman's where it was like, they were complaining about the fruit that they had there. It's like, and then Neiman's, thank goodness, got on there and said, we'd love to make this right if you would call us.
Yeah.
That's typically the best way to do it, is to go to the source. And if your source is not responding or is lacking in helping getting you the answer that you want, then
that's when somebody
go to the source. Yeah.
Somebody complains about something we do, and if it's somebody especially that I know and they get on there and gripe, sometimes I will call them because let's face it, I just don't get on a lot anymore for this very reason.
Yeah.
But if somebody says, hey, do you know about this? And I know that person, I'll call that person and say, why didn't you just say something to me? Did you have to just say something on Facebook to everybody about? And they're like, well, I was kind of frustrated. I'm like, well, that's great. That doesn't mean you have to broadcast it to everybody.
It's frustration, but I think a lot of it is also trying to...
It's attention.
Well,
they want attention.
Not only that, they're trying to garner backing so that they feel right by their opinions. Like you just want to be right. And in a world that everyone has so many differing opinions and stances, to get 5 likes on your thing is all it takes for them to continue their, bashing or whatever the heck it is.
Yeah, and again, I think the mayor's request was
just be cool.
Was not out of line.
Yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong with your request. Just, if you have a complaint with somebody, and if you have a complaint with anybody, how about you just take up that complaint in a way that, if it's, again, it depends on what your issue is, I guess. I mean, if you feel you've really been, egreged in some manner.
If you truly are outraged, which I think we've all gotten so used to that word. If something really bothered you or something really affected you in some way, yeah, I guess you need to take it up a notch. But you can take it up a notch without just being a jerk. Yeah, take it up a notch with the right people and don't just put it on Facebook so that you get the attention and the backing that you think you need. Obviously, if it's that big of an issue for you, take it to the appropriate person.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you do, be kind, because the complaint that I saw, people calling the city, so maybe they are going directly to the source, but they're using, less than adult tone, less than adult verbiage. So it's like, well, who do you think you are?
Yeah, and for people just, again...
They've obviously never been in customer service.
No, or worked retail, or done anything
or
along
hairdresser,
those lines.
Or
server.
bartending. It's just, there's a way that, there's a really good saying, and it's you attract more bees with honey.
Flies.
Well... flies, yeah, because bees, that would be weird, but flies, yes, but that's the thing, right? So you attract more flies with honey, which maybe you don't want flies, but you want the attention, so be nice about it. You will definitely get things done. You're not going to get things done by being an a-hole.
No.
And then you make a name for yourself, and then they don't want to pick up your call.
Right.
Which, again, we know that they serve the public, so that shouldn't be the way to do it, but you're going to have to learn to communicate eventually. Yeah,
just take a beat before you get on the keyboard, or take a beat before you call somebody and just say, okay, this is, how many times have I started an email and written it one way? I'm like, boy, I can't send that. And don't send it, and you try a different tone.
I do that too. And a tip there is just leave the to spot empty until you have written out your email, read it, and if you need to, have someone else put eyes on it to make sure that you're not coming across as a jackass.
Yeah, and don't hit send too early.
Right, and make sure you have the right person in that to box as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I think the overall message is pretty simple. Be nice.
Civil. How about a little civility? It wouldn't hurt anybody these days.
And, if it gets to a point where I think we really need to do it, then maybe we should have some of these other people answer the phone at some of these offices for a minute, just to see how it feels.
Yeah.
There's no better way to learn than to put yourself in these shoes every once in a while.
Walking a mile in somebody else's shoes and getting the perspective from the other side does a lot of good sometimes.
It will do some wonders, I feel.
I think so too.
And until then, even just in general, be cool, be nice, be a kind person. It doesn't really cost anything.
Nope.
Yeah. All right, well, I think that, we got Good News Brews. I did see on social media, sometimes it is good for things, that a gal, this kind of goes with my last one, a gal had her purse found. She did contact these boys, and they got a reward.
Nice.
Yeah, so again, do unto others as you would have done unto you, because if you lost your purse or wallet, would you want someone stealing? So if you come across something that's not yours, turn it into someone, and maybe you'll get rewarded.
We've all been there.
Yeah. You'll get rewarded in one way or the other, because karma is real, right? Which also goes along with this.
Ashley loses stuff all the time.
I lose stuff constantly. So if you find something of mine, don't be surprised, but do give it back to me. Chances are it's not worth a whole lot anyway. Yeah.
No, you're priceless.
That's right. That is right. Well, sometimes I'm lost too. So if you find me, return me to Muddy River News, right? Or EFB, because I couldn't love that place more. And on that note, thank you so much, Electric Fountain Brewing in downtown Quincy. Go check them out. They will get your day started off right, or give you something to be happy about if you need something, right?
They'll put a pep in your step.
And they sure will. Well, thank you so much, Bobby G, for joining me.
Thank you.
We miss Brittany, but we'll catch her next time. And congratulations again to Sherry Robeski. Enjoy Footloose at the Quincy Community Theatre. That does it for today's
Coffee Talk.
You're so good at that.
I try.